to what it is that you're creating. So today what I want to do is ask you some
Mm-hmm.
questions and have a chat here and let people know who's Paul Dolan, what's Raw Fitness about, how have you turned your passion into a business for the second time, which I love because I love that
Mm-hmm.
drive and that determination. So I'm going to kick off. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been in business, Paul.
Well, where do you start? I initially got fully qualified back in, I still started 2007. So I would have been fully qualified by the end of 2008, going into 2009, just when I suppose the big crash happens, and I was just kind of fed up back then, Amanda. I was working a dead end job, to be quite honest, and I kind of life was completely different back then. Like, that's going back about 10, 12 years ago. So life was
No, it
really,
doesn't
really.
sound too long. 2007 doesn't sound, but then when you add up all the years, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, well, that's
Now when I go to fill out a form and I go to find my date of birth, it's like, scroll.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, do you know what? Time absolutely flies by. But yeah, it was going like 12 years ago, and before that, I was in a job for about 10 years previous.
so what were you working at? What's your background? What were you working at initially?
I swear you're gonna laugh at this when I tell you this story. And nobody can believe it when I tell them. So back in 2007, it would have been 1997, 98. I started work on the M50 toll bridge as a toll bridge operator.
No.
Yep.
Wow.
So I worked that job for 10 years. And that was what I would have called, for me, it was a dead end job, because because of the job I was working, I had no drive, I had no prospects, I had no get up and go, no motivation whatsoever in me. And I suppose I did that job for 10 years, and no disrespect to anybody who does a job like that, but just for myself personally, I just knew that there had to be something bigger and better out there to life. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Going back, as I said, I did that job for 10 years, and just something hit me one day, and it was like, actually, do you know what it was? It was, they were closing down, actually. The government bought them out, basically, bought the company out, and I knew my job was going to come to an end. And I suppose I had a kind of a year notice in advance. So I said, right, I need to get my bits and pieces together here. You know what I mean? So, so decided then, what do I want to do? What was my main purpose? What was my passion, I suppose? And that's why we're talking about this today. My main passion was always something. It was always sports. I was always from a young age, from 3 to 4, I was kicking a ball. I was always playing football. I was always out and about. Played football to a fairly high standard here in Dublin as well, all through my schoolboy years. So sport was always played a part of my life. I was in the gym since I was 16, so I loved the gym and stuff like that. So I was, you know what? I like to help people. I like to train. So I went back to study to be a personal trainer back in 2008. So I was working full time on the M50. I went back to college 3 evenings a week, one Saturday every week as well. So it was full on working 12-hour shifts. Full on working 12-hour shifts and work four 12-hour shifts a week and work. Going back to college, you know, and I was 28, 29 years of age going back to college. So that was a big thing for me. But I spent 2 years then fully qualifying as a fitness instructor, then PT, and went out and set up my own business back in 2009, 2010.
Brilliant.
That's
brilliant.
That's where we're at
So
today.
fast forward now, I know you've just built the gym. You're in Drogheda, aren't you?
Yeah, basically Drogheda, just literally about 2 minutes outside of town, yeah.
Because I've loads of friends from Drogheda. I seem to spend my life up and down to Drogheda lately. Cool people in Drogheda.
But you know, it's a mad thing. I'm living out here 15 years and I'm still considered a blow in Drogheda. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Well, now,
But,
come here. I'm talking to my Drogheda friends. You include my Paul now.
100%.
No, it's a great place. I love popping down and seeing my mates down there. It's a brilliant place.
Mhm.
So listen, what prompted you then to open up your own business? It's a big difference qualifying in something and having a job in something, and then actually going in and opening up your own.
Yeah, what I did was when I got qualified, fully qualified, I went to work for a couple of the big commercial gyms here in Drogheda and in Dublin as well. Spent about 3 or 4 years managing and running a couple of them. And again, it was like, although it was helping people, it was more kind of a conveyor belt with customers and clients. It was, you know, just get them in the door, give them a standard program, and leave them to their own devices. So
and then clean the gym. That's what I found. Give them the program, absolutely. And you go clean the treadmills and clean the mirrors.
Clean the gym or work on reception, cover reception for a few hours a day. So although I was within the industry, I still knew I wanted more out of it. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to put out more, if that makes sense. So then, as I did that for about 3 or 4 years, and then I decided, right, I built up a good client base actually in one of the gyms here in Drogheda. And that's when I made the decision. Okay, let's get out here and take this seriously. You know what I mean? And
what was the biggest challenge you faced when you took that leap over? Because you know, from listening to Paul here already, you probably got the idea that success just doesn't happen. Gyms don't build themselves. Any business doesn't build themselves. To get those skills, it takes your time, it takes your energy, it takes your money, your investment. So already I've gathered that from you. You can't be half in. You're either in or you're out. You have to give it your all. So you've done that, and here you are setting up your gym. What was your biggest challenges that you faced going from? Because it's hard when you've got the job mentality. The money's coming in here every month, especially at 28. You're not like a kid anymore. So you've got bills, you've got responsibilities, you've got this wages. So what was your challenges going from this to I'm going to risk it all and have my own business, and really, you know, if that happens, it's all on me now.
Yeah, well, to be quite honest, man, and I'm always up front in whatever I talk about, and I'll be honest, if I think back, my biggest challenge back then, I would have said would have been self-belief, to be quite honest. And what I mean about that is, you know, you're new into a certain industry. I was having that belief in myself, like, was I good enough, or whatever I was putting out there, was that good enough for clients to come and pay me X amount of money for doing private sessions? So yeah, a lot of it was down to just believing in myself. Now, I've always be a fairly confident person, and I would have that self-belief, but it's a different story when you're setting up your own business, and you know, this is a career path that you're going to make, not just for yourself, but also your family. So definitely 100% was self-belief. And that was a tough one for me at the start. It really was.
Okay. What did you do to overcome it? Any top tips how you overcome that? Because it's something I hear a lot with my clients. How do I charge for this? You know, what if something goes wrong and I pay? Like, it's a different ballgame when there's money exchanging. But at the end of the day, there has to be value exchange. There has to be, because business is about profit and living it.
But I think you've hit the nail on the head there. You have to become a person of value to your client first and foremost. Does that make sense?
I love that. Personal value. I absolutely love that statement.
Yeah, well, you got to be. You know what I mean? But like, it's not as easy as that. I suppose. How did I overcome that? I suppose I would have done a lot of training, so I would have gone to absolutely any seminar that was available, fitness related.
From all of those seminars and all the work that you've done on yourself, what would be your top tip for business owners that are going through the mindset of, am I worth charging this? What would be the top tip from Paul Dolan to, well, I know you can't do it quickly, but your top tip?
Oh, gee, you put me on the spot here. Our top tip. Again, it has to be, you have to have that belief in yourself. You really, really have to have that. I suppose what you're putting out and what you're giving to your clients is the absolute best that you can offer. And the only way to do that, I find, is constantly upskill, constantly learn every single step of the way. Absolutely 100%. Because if you're not learning, I find you're standing still. And that's where, especially with the industry that we're in, Amanda, it's all results driven. Okay. So you have to deliver results with clients day in, day out, week in, 365. You have to deliver results. The only way you're going to deliver results is by being the best that you can possibly be in your industry. Do you know what I mean? And it's not being cocky or anything like that.
No,
Like
no, I know nothing about Paul Dolan. It's not coming from a space of ego. Paul comes from a complete space of love, like myself.
Yeah, it's just constant. Like I'm constantly over in the UK, attendance, certifications, always upskilling myself, always wanting. I suppose if we take my business and my clients aside for 1 second, I just have the belief in myself that I personally want to be the best person that I can be every single day. So that once you establish that, and once you want to be that as a person, just transfer that into your business.
Yes! Oh my God! That is it, in a nutshell. There's no splitting yourself in two here. There is no business Paul, life Paul. There's family Paul, Paul for himself, and Paul for his business. One Paul. One value, 100%. One set of values, one mission in life.
100%. Now, again, that took me a long time to realise that as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's just the recipe book. Like, here you go.
Yeah. Listen, that doesn't happen overnight, but that comes with experience. That comes with trying every single day and failing every single day. Do you get me? Whether it's training or whether it's business or whatever it may be. But yeah, it's just to be. If you try to be the best person that you can be every single day, you just transfer that. People, your clients will feed off that. People will want to come and train with you because they see the time and the energy and that you put into yourself on a daily basis, Amanda, you know.
Love it. Okay. Finding clients is something most new businesses struggle with. What has been your experience building a client base?
Building a client, again, it just comes down to delivering results. If you deliver results, your clients will come, your students will come and train with you, and they want to come and train with you at the end of the day. So I definitely 100% definitely believe it's all about results. You know what I mean? If you're dishing out results and your students are getting results,
nobody can ignore results. They're facts.
And you know, and the mad thing about that is, like we know how powerful social media is, especially with the business that we're involved in as well. There's a lot of people watching what you do, and if you're delivering results online, week in, week out, 365, people will come and they will want to come and train with you because of what you're offering. You know what I mean?
Your top tip for using social media for your business?
Whoa, top tip for.
A lot of people that I speak to in business, Paul, you know, and they come to me first and they're like, oh, but I don't know what to put out there, and you know, or where should I be putting, and they're doing it behind quotes. You know, they're just playing the safety net because they don't know. What's been your top tip for what do you put out there that's attracting these clients to you? Well, besides, what do you feel people are coming to you for? What are you doing on social media that people are going, oh, let me know?
I'll tell you what, you first and foremost, you've got to understand your audience. You've got to understand your audience. And like so many people will be put, as you say, so many trainers or whatever they may be, whoever it may be, put out everything, put out absolutely everything. And they've no understanding of the type of student or client that they're trying to attract. So first and foremost, you have to understand, like, I deal with mainly women who are 30 plus, who want to lose fat, want to feel good in themselves, want to boost their self-confidence, want to fit into a pair of skinny jeans, whatever it may be. So that's my target, that's my audience. So if I put out, say, content where it's targeting men or men looking to put on a bit of muscle, well, then my audience is not going to buy into that. Does that make sense? So I
Yeah, so
have to.
you're putting up images of heavyweights and men, and your audience is women.
Yeah,
Not
the women are going to be less attracted to your style of
Can
training, and they won't come and
tell
train.
you from a person who is your audience, right? I am
Yeah,
in my 30s plus, and I've been following you on social media. And what I see, and this is what I love about you, Paul, is what I love to see on your social media is I know who Paul Dolan is. I know he loves his kids. I know he has a beautiful wife. And I know you anyway, but this is what I'm seeing from an outsider's. I see the women that you're helping and encouraging, and I don't see you just posting up before and after pictures. I see you at hell and back with people, and you're sharing the stories of the lady, I don't know her name, and she thought, oh my God, I'll never do that. And here she is after completing hell and back because she's part of Mr. Paul Dolan's tribe, and he encourages them to say, yes, you can, we can, and we will. And this is
yeah,
what people are attracted to. It's your values are coming through. What you love, what you dislike, you're giving value, you're giving your top tips. You are like killing it on social media, Paul.
well, listen, it's all about just, all I want to do is help people, and that's, as you say, help people do kind of change their lifestyles and how they look in life, because that's what I've done with myself over the last 10, 20 years. I've completely changed the way I think. Life's a
And
lot,
I love that
lot.
you eat Percy pigs. You still eat Percy pigs.
But you know what? I'm actually going through my account at the moment, and I found a receipt for M&S, and there was 4 bags of Percy pigs on it there a couple of weeks ago. So there
I
you
have to
go.
get M&S back to talent because every time you post that, I want Percy second pigs, and they're nowhere near me. No, but
But
you
you know
keep
what,
it real.
Amanda? But you know what? Even that lady you're talking about, Jackie, there. Jackie came to me a year and a half ago. She'd no quality of life whatsoever, and all we try to do is just try and help and encourage them to see that there is easier ways and there's better ways to look at life, I suppose. You know what I mean? And that's all we help the girls do in the gym. You know.
It's brilliant. Right. What has been, we said that. Okay. Do you use a system to run your business?
I do.
Okay. How has that helped you? Do you have apps, or what's your system? What's working well for you in a system?
Well, I don't mind sharing my system. I have a kind of it's a 4-part system that I work off, Amanda. And again, first part of that is just understanding your audience. You've got to understand who it is you're trying to attract, who you're trying to help along the way. Step then is my business model. It's very, very, very simple. Do you know what I mean? It's just about X it's just X amount. Like my 4-year-old Meg could go through the business model, which is, that's the second part of it. Third part, then I've got it wrote on my wall here, is your message. So the message, the content you're putting out every single day, is all part of my four stages of my system, and then just my offer. What I offer then to my clients. That's my system. You know what I mean? So simple, but it's just understanding your audience, and really, really tapping into what they want and not what you want at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Which a lot of people tend to forget, like especially trainers these days want people to train the way they train. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm mid-40s here, and not a lot of people would train as hard as. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just understanding what your clients and your students want. And a lot of people these days forget about weight loss and fat loss and all that kind of stuff. A lot of the girls that come to me just want to feel better in themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Belong. They want to belong.
Absolutely.
It's to be part of something.
Listen, we all want to be part of I suppose a motivating a community and stuff like that. So that's all we encourage in the gym. It really, it's not rocket science what we do, but we're good at what we do.
If it's not fun and it's not encouraging and it's not welcoming, who wants to be part of it?
Absolutely. No. Well, listen, the way, what I always say to all our students in the gym is we have our 9 little golden rules in the gym. But number 1 is the gym has to be, like, we all work hectic lifestyles, okay? So a lot of the ladies that come to me, they've literally got an hour a day, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. For some, it can be just, that has to be their happy place. And I have to, I suppose, help them for that hour to be the best part of their day. Does that make sense? And that's what we try to do. That's all we try to do in the gym. Make that hour the most fun, encouraging, motivating, and happy place to be for that hour. Because some women could be coming in to get away from the husband. Some could be coming in to get away from the kids. So that has to be their happy hour.
Well, Jackie's here, Paul, and she's saying the best thing she ever did was join Paul.
Is Jackie on?
Jackie's on. She is.
Hey Jackie, how you doing? Yeah, it's as I said, we just try and encourage and help and motivate the girls that come to us. That's as I said, it's not rocket science, but we're damn good at what we do. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
Like, nobody wants a moany trainer.
No, and you know what? Nobody wants to hear about the trainer's crappy day or what not happening, or you know what else? A trainer that gossips about other people in the gym.
Yeah.
That's
the last
thing. To lift it up, the last thing. What has been your most proudest successful achievement to date?
Oh, wow, you're throwing them at me today. Holy. Right, so I suppose we've got a lot to go through, but
your biggest one that sticks out the most.
What sticks out the most, and it's probably the thing that happened last, I suppose, it was taking the girls. We took 10 girls down to hell and back there back in June last month. A lot of the girls hadn't even done anything like this whatsoever in their lives. Never thought they'd be able to do anything like this, and it was never even on the radar. I remember, it seems that we have Jackie on. I remember going back when I first met Jackie a year and a half ago. I remember the one thing she said to me. She goes, she would love to be able at some stage in life to take part in some form of an event or a run. And I suppose the proudest thing that I suppose happened to me was when we both crossed the line at Hell and Back in June. Because it was something that she had never even dreamt of doing, but would have always loved to do. And when we, like, don't get me wrong, she wanted to punch the head off me a few times going around. But you know what?
You did everything in Hell and Back, did you?
Most things we made her do.
I love you, Jackie. I ran around most of that stuff.
Most things we helped encourage her to do, but you know what? Just to be able to cross the line and to see Jackie cross the line and see the smile on her face. Honest to God, that was where I'm at right now. That was probably one of the proudest moments I've had over the last 12 years. Do you know what I mean? So, because it meant a lot. It didn't, not that it meant a lot to me, but it meant so much to Jackie, and I fed off that then as well. And I have to say that was probably one of the proudest moments I've had over the last 12 years.
Well, do you know what, Paul? I can see you bringing many, many women across many, many different lines in the coming years. I really can, with the care, the compassion, the empathy, the love, the happiness that you're bringing into people's lives. It's just incredible, and it's been a pleasure to have you on today. Sharing all this, it's just incredible. So I'm going to ask Paul to put his link in down below in the comments. I'll get your link as well and put it above in the description. And I know I've loads of fellas, I'm looking at Dave Sanders and I'm saying fellas, hi Dave. I know I've loads of friends in Drogheda.
Well, hold on a minute, Amanda. We don't discriminate. We certainly don't discriminate at Raw Fit. So if there's any lads that want to get a little bit fit, send them my way as well. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's
did I see you looking for male clients? Did I see you setting up a men's program now?
Yeah, I've had a lot of lads on to me, looking to start some form of a program. But yeah, listen.
Everybody, get in touch with Paul, because the way I look at it is, if you get enough numbers, you have to put it on. So if there's enough men,
100%,
he can't ignore you. You too look like me.
But you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure, Amanda, because I don't get to talk about the whole journey that much, and not many people know about the journey we've been on. You know what I mean? So it's been a pleasure
Business can
to.
be lonely, Paul. This is why I set up Economy Will. It's for business owners that are like-minded, to share, because it can be lonely. At the end of the day, your clients are your clients, and
Yeah,
business can be tough. It can be challenging. It can be rewarding. And it's just nice to be
business
able
is
to
hard.
share that.
Business
It
is
is
hard.
hard. It
It
is.
really is hard. Just like life out there, it's so tough. But you got to just do the best at it. You know what I mean? But you're doing a great job. You're doing honestly got a great job to spreading the word as well. You know what I mean? So keep it up,
Okay, we wrap it up there. Thanks a million, Paul, and the best of
guys.
luck.
Thanks again. Have an awesome day. I'll talk to you all soon. Okay. Take
Bye,
care.
Paul. Bye.
Bye bye.